Hi, Darren. How are you? Your accidental emoji was funny. You just met me and you asked me that question? You guys come up with funny questions, I have to say. So, how come it's not showing that? It's weird. How's everybody doing? Thank you. Wow, you're close to me. I'm in the Dallas area. Isn't it nice that it's gotten warmer? What did that person do? I do cook. I cook, clean. I do a lot of wash, that's for sure. A lot of wash. Is that... Hi, Roger. How are you? I haven't seen you in a long time. Let's see. You said, do I remember you? I'm not going to lie. I don't. I was working out and I honestly just didn't have any more energy. I should have worked out earlier, but I played a good game of pickleball today, and so that was my cardio for the day, and I lifted weights a little bit. So sometimes we have to be kind of kind to ourselves and not expect. That's always been my concern, is that I tend to push myself too much, and I have to learn to listen to my body. And when I am too exhausted to work out, then I've learned you need to listen to yourself and not work out instead of forcing myself to, regardless. So, well, what did that person do? Now I'm doing something I've never done before. What did that person do, Darren? What did they say? Thank you about the abs. For the first time ever, I'm wearing earbuds. Aren't I advanced? I'm mocking myself. But, so I'm listening to music, and music, I can control my mood pretty well with music. So, this is my live. That's nice. Darren, what did that person do? Oh. Now I can't do a back dive or a front dive. I've taken not many, but I definitely took swim lessons growing up, and for some reason, I'm just not a swimmer. And I was always afraid to dive. Isn't that ridiculous? So I didn't. I don't stand still for a lot of reasons. The reason I don't stand still is because every bit of movement adds up over time. And if you read and know very much about weight loss, you know that fidgeting counts. And I don't want to just stand like this. I just don't like that. I like to move. I've done this for a long time, and that's what I prefer. Oh, I remember what I did. 364. I swam. Did you really, Norman? That's pretty amazing. Yes, it burns calories, and I like to fidget. If adults take hints from kids, and kids generally aren't overweight, kids are always fidgeting. Kids are always moving. They're always kneeling and squatting and moving. Well, there's a reason for that, and I've read studies about it, that we should try to fidget more. You're a professional diver. Wow. You must be very brave, because I consider myself very strong-willed, and I don't think I could make myself dive. I don't know. Lucas, you should be doing your homework. You can't hear the music that I can hear. It gets easier. Well, I'm sure you're right. And you know what? I'm actually very athletic. And I probably could do it. It never appealed to me for some reason. I don't know why. I don't know what the deal is. Now, when it came to gymnastics, basketball, any high eye-hand movement, I'm pretty gifted with my eye-hand core movement, and I picked up tennis quickly, and I'm lucky in that regard. But for some reason, I really struggled with learning proper swim form. Now, don't get me wrong, I definitely swim or can swim. I just don't. Oh, you play tennis? Do you play for a team or for your school? I haven't played in a long time. Hi, Florida, West Florida. What's the weather like right now? No, you just play for fun. Yeah, tennis is a life skill. Oh, I love pickleball. I played pickleball today. Now, that's something that I can play without regard. It doesn't matter what the weather's like or anything. The gym that I go to has pickleball, and I played it today and had a blast. I'm kind of different from other people. I don't care about keeping score or really competing. I'd rather just keep hitting the ball for hours. I just really enjoy it. I have to force myself to think about the score. I like to rock. It's easy on the knees, yeah. But I've played tennis. I'm no great tennis player, believe me. But I kept trying to hit the ball like that. And well, that's ridiculous. You can't do that in pickleball. And then I kept hitting it too hard and hitting it out. Well, this is the first time I've played today in a long time. Hi, firefighter. How are you? Oh, well, thank you, Jess. I admire you, and thank you for your service, Mr. Firefighter. So what's it like out in TikTok land? I'm in Texas too, Mike. Mike, Texas. And you were born in 1961, is that right? Arlington. Close to you. So how's everybody doing tonight? What am I doing? Well, I'm standing in a room in my house, and I don't like to stand still, and so I'm just moving around. I could. The whole reason I'm on TikTok, though, is to talk about the psychology of weight loss and how I lost 110 pounds despite being morbidly obese for over 3 decades. And I wanted to show this picture of myself that I found a couple weeks ago. I have a lot of pictures to go through. I just haven't taken the hours that I need to put everything together, and I have video that I need to transfer, and I haven't done that. But this is me with my uncle in Gloucester, and I don't know if I was, can you tell that's me? But he's a psychiatrist. That's quite a feat. I never thought ever that I wouldn't be obese. I never believed I wouldn't be. I tried for years to lose weight, and I would lose and gain and lose and gain, lose and gain, and I could never keep it off. The most I ever kept off was like 40 pounds. When I got down to about, I don't know if it was 40 or 50, I got down to about 200 when I went to Spain. My husband at that time had won a trip to Spain, and we went to Spain, and that was my motivation at that time to lose weight. I need to turn this music down. But I've learned, gosh, maybe I'm talking too loud. I learned that it takes a lot more than just a one-time goal to lose weight. A lot more than that. At least for people like me that really struggle with their weight. Most people don't have so much going against them like I did, and struggle with so many different areas in their weight loss like me. Most people have it a lot easier. What, Mike? I don't understand. Arlington. You said Arlington here, and then you said please, Mike, so I don't understand. Do you want to see the picture of me again? I know you don't. So I'm going to show it anyway. There I am. Oh, thank you, William. There, you got the picture. Do you want to see it more? So, I did do Jenny Craig. I was actually a weight loss counselor at one point. I did do Jenny Craig. Thank you very much. Thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah, I didn't lose weight finally until I was in my mid-40s. 140 pounds for 4 years. Congratulations. Crazy, that's wonderful. Good for you. Something that I've learned in this unbelievable journey. Thank you. At least for me. Thank you, Darren. I have to celebrate it's not like I'm just suddenly this different person that doesn't struggle with weight. I still do. I still struggle. Big time. So there's so much psychology to it. There's more than just having a one-time goal to stay motivated. There's so much more that's involved. And all the years that I tried to lose weight and follow these eating plans and exercise, and all I could do usually was walk. But all the years that I did that, it was basically a waste. And to have been that obese, this obese for the majority of my life. Now, there were times when I wasn't. Oh, wow, thank you. There were times that I wasn't quite this obese, but it didn't last. And of course, when I did get down, I'd always take a lot of pictures. And this is a rare picture, but this is my uncle that I was visiting in Gloucester, Boston. So I took pictures. Well, I've actually gained 10 pounds, and I'm not as ripped as I was, but I always gain weight in the winter. What was my routine? Well, when I was that heavy and I wore a brace on my leg just to walk, and I could hardly walk, all I did for exercise was either walk, and I used to go to World Gym in Houston and ride the stationary bike. I did that. But the whole problem, even if you exercise, well, thank you. That's very sweet of you to say that. Even if you exercise, if you can't control your food intake, it doesn't matter for weight loss. And I couldn't control my food intake. I could always make myself go for a walk. I mean, I like walking. I think it's with music. I'm listening to music now. With music, and I'm a big daydreamer. I think I solve problems when I exercise, and I do my best thinking when I'm exercising. So I could always, walking was never like a chore to me. What I struggled with was controlling my food intake. I know how it's been, how it is. I've been obese since I was 8. I'm 24. Well, now you're the kind of person, Norman, that I want to help. I mean, I want to help everyone that wants help, but I'm hardcore obese. I struggle with multiple eating issues and physical issues. And if you look at my link in my bio, I'm the #1 featured success story on the National Weight Control Registry. They vetted me out. I'm the real deal. Very few people have been morbidly obese or most of their life and then actually lost it. I lost 44% of my body weight. That's 110 pounds. Well, some women weigh 110 pounds. So it's like I lost a person. And there's so much psychology to it, so much that you have to wrap your mind around when you've struggled the majority of your life with your weight. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. But if someone like thank you, Booty. If someone like I can lose weight, can you tell that's me? If someone like I can lose weight, I know most people don't struggle with all the eating issues that I have. If I told you all of the different issues I have with food, you probably wouldn't believe me. Or maybe you'd believe me and you would just think it was pathetic for one person to have that many issues with food. And I'm saying that because I'm trying to get across how profound, how big of a deal it is that someone like me could lose weight in their mid-40s. I don't think I look beautiful, but that's very nice of you to say. I did very slowly. I learned from all of my failures. I felt like a failure. I felt like I was worthless. I was told I was worthless by my husband repeatedly. And anyway, I had to be very gentle with myself. I could not go on some so-called diet again. And I don't even like that name, diet. Well, you don't have to say you're sorry, Norman, but thank you. It didn't help that I was in a very abusive marriage, had 3 kids I was raising, and I had a career, but I gave up my career so I could raise our sons. I've tried your name and everything, nothing. I've tried you. What do you mean, Karen? I don't understand. Something very big to me is every time I decided that I was going to finally do it this time, and that means lose weight. I thought, okay, now I'm going to really lose it. I really mean it this time. I'll do anything. I'll do it. But I want it to come off real fast. I'm ready. I want it off. Well, it doesn't work like that. Thank you. It doesn't work like that. It's very difficult to be patient, but you have to remember and realize you're changing your entire lifestyle. It's not a diet. It's not something that you go in and out of. It's not products, Karen, and that's the problem. I was the same way. I tried all the fiber pills and Ipecac that makes you throw up, and I would try to stuff my body with fiber pills to make my stomach, just ridiculous. diets, and I could never stay on anything because I was always hungry. I'm talking about how I was morbidly obese until I was in my mid 40s, when it took me 3 years to lose 110 pounds, 44% of my body weight. If you look at my bio, I'm the #1 featured success story on the National Weight Control Registry. You've tried what, Norman? The fiber? Yeah, I have a video. Fiber is very important, not just for weight loss, but just for longevity and health and nutrition. And Fiber One cereal, if you want something, if you're like me and you love processed foods, that's something else. I didn't gravitate towards natural, unprocessed foods. I love processed foods. That's not good to be that way. I've never, I hate to admit it, but I've never been a fruit and vegetable person. And that's terrible. So I have to force myself to eat fruits and vegetables. But the whole point I was trying to make is I like Fiber One cereal as far as the convenience of it. If you meaning me, really, I'm thinking about myself. Sometimes I have this just overwhelming feeling of hunger. Well, if you eat Fiber One cereal, a cup or two of it, believe me, you will not want to eat anymore. Yes, you're exactly right. Brand Dorito, we need to stop worrying about products. But that's how our society is. Everyone wants a quick fix. I had 2 surgeries for the loose skin. I had a brachioplasty, which is skin removal in my arms. I had huge, anyway. And then I had transverse abdominis, which I have 3 C-sections, and they used my C-section, so I didn't have yet another scar there. But it goes all the way around, because you can't go from this and lose 110 pounds in your mid-40s and not have loose skin. It's just impossible. And I had a lot. And I have pictures of the loose skin. Botanical Janet Marie. That's a neat name. I love botanical gardens. You also lost 10. Well, I've maintained it for 10 years. And what I think sets me apart, and I'm not trying to say that I'm great and other people aren't. I'm not. I'm very humble, actually. But what sets me apart from other people, yes, 110 pounds, is I talk about the psychology of weight loss. Thank you very much for saying that. If you struggled like me to lose weight, you can't just go on some diet or meal plan and then exercise and think, well, that'll be it. At least for me, that did not work. There had to be a lot more than that if it was going to last. A lot more. What was I going to do when I got upset? Which it seems like I got upset a lot about. I'm a very emotional person, raising 3 kids with an very abusive man. So I got upset a lot. Well, I ate my feelings to push my feelings down so that I would sort of numb myself. Plus, I have binge eating disorder. I eat in the middle of the night. It's called nocturnal eating syndrome. I'm a compulsive overeater. You name it, and I struggled with it. And people in my family weighed in the 400 and 500 pounds. My biology was stacked against me. And I never thought I would lose weight. No one thought I would. No one. And everybody knew how badly I wanted to lose weight. I was always trying to do something. Yes, it's called nocturnal eating syndrome if you want to. Wow, thank you. Thank you. It's called, I have pictures of them. The 400 and 500 pound people. Yes, is it Cry City by? It's called nocturnal eating syndrome, and it's when you awaken almost in a panic attack. And there's a lot of people that have this. I'm on a Facebook group, I haven't been on it in quite a while, of other people. And I used to talk to them about ways that I coped with nocturnal eating syndrome. And one of the ways that I eventually started coping with it is I put a chain with a lock on a second refrigerator that's in my garage. I mean, I had to go to great lengths to control myself. Oh, my earpiece. Did I eat? Wait, my uncle died. Hi, Waden. My uncle died last year due to a heart attack. Wow, 700 pounds. That's one of the highest I've ever heard. I'm sorry to hear that, Norman. That is, wow. Do I eat small meals now? No, I did not have gastric bypass. I figured out a way to control myself. And that was really difficult because I had so much professional help. I sought professional help. I spent all my money on professional help. I went to Weight Watchers, Overeaters Anonymous, Jenny Craig. Oh, what is it? There was something else that I did. When I was in college, I was in groups. And Overeaters Anonymous was a joke for me because I remember at the end, well, first I was so shy I could hardly talk, but I remember at the end of our meeting in OA, Overeaters Anonymous, everybody would go out and eat at a restaurant. And I don't know, I just thought that seemed so, if I had run that group, I think we should have all gone to bowl or all gone to do some kind of physical activity, not go out to eat. And so I didn't like Overeaters Anonymous. Great on what? Yeah, just wait till I have made my book. I'm going to find the grossest picture of myself. And then I'm 10 pounds heavier than I normally am. I'm normally leaner, but I always gain weight in the winter. I'm about 150 pounds now, but I'm very muscular. I don't know if you can tell. I'm just like a big ball of muscles. And I like it that way because we lose so much of our muscle as we age. So I'm not going to let that happen to me. Anyway, yes, it was ridiculous that we went out to eat. I don't know what you mean, White Lotus. I think that's a TV show, isn't it? I'm 5'6". Thank you. But look at, that was my uncle. He was a child psychiatrist. He specialized in anxiety in children in Boston. And I had so much respect for him. A really good man. He truly tried to help people. And I wanted to look decent and have him feel proud of me. And I was so ashamed of how I looked. And he's not alive anymore. But I wish he could have seen. Well, and I wear a size 4. But it's because I'm muscular. Ladies, when you're muscular, you can weigh a lot more and you can eat more and still maintain your physique. If you're muscular, you can't be afraid to lift weights. I love weightlifting. Botanical Girl chain. Yes, and this whole journey. Well, thank you. That's very sweet of you, Danny. Seemed you were gaining weight in that. Yes, I always thought I was a pear shape because you're right. I had a huge ass and my legs were enormous, but yet I always kind of had a waist, so I have other pictures and you can see how big my stomach was. And when my stomach got big, I knew my lower body. And so my sizes, I was a 20, well, actually when I got that fat, I was just a size 26 everywhere. Yeah, I was probably depressed, the person that said that about split ends. I got up to 250. That was when I stopped weighing myself. I don't think I got up much more than 250, but I remember thinking, why am I weighing myself? I don't even want to know. But yes, I gain weight in my lower body. And even now, I have big legs, and my butt isn't exactly little. But I like being muscular. I like having strong legs.